Hello, welcome again to your Soul to Soul reading for November. Well, the date is uploading this November 15th, 2017. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. I'm continuing on with the last three of my Soul to Soul divination and oracle cards. They are dancing. That's one of my 13 categories of the most important things in my life. What I didn't realize was at the time that it was channeled to me, and I was just literally taking dictation. My partner's guide was talking to me, and he just ticked off all these things that we were communicating, and he was, saying, I was saying thank you for all these, the things that I was realizing were the most important to me. And he said, which are, and I wrote, I just heard the words coming. And I wrote down everything he was saying. And dancing was one of them, which it is. I've loved dancing since I can remember. I'm not a professional dancer. I'm not even very accomplished. I just love it. And what I didn't realize until later was that this was, if you were to put this in a category of your life, this was about exercise. But I know that if he had used that word, I wouldn't have written it down because I hate to exercise. But the thing is, I do. And dancing is my favorite form. It's more body movement is what it is. Keeping your body going. So other than sexual activity, dancing would be my thing. I like being in the water. I like walking. I love walking when my hips will allow for it. My hips are a little wonky and sometimes it hurts. But when I can, I love to walk. And that's the kind of exercise I like. Sometimes yoga or stretching. I know very, very, very little yoga. Not a lot. Anyway, dancing is my thing. So more recently, I took belly dance on and off for a couple of years. I'm okay at it. I'm not accomplished by any stretch, but I was in a troupe and did a handful of performances, and it was really fun. So some of the styles were cabaret styles with the blingy outfits and stuff, and some was more tribal and more earthy, which is fun. So anyway, that's my thing. So that's the card number 11. And they're in no particular order. 12 is music. And I wouldn't have thought to write this down, but my partner's guide said music. And then I realized it wasn't even until, I know I love music, but I didn't think of it as being something essential in your life. These are the 13 essentials in my life, which is interesting that there's 13 because my favorite number is 13. And there are 13 moons in the lunar calendar year. And music being one of those 13 essentials in life. I know I love music, but I would never have thought that a guide would say, write this down. Music is very important. And then I realized how important it was. After the fact, it was like, oh my gosh, yeah. Anyway, so that's number 12, and then 13, this is just a picture of like a night scene, going out, eating, etc., going out dancing, having a few drinks and whatnot. Like adult fun. So this to me looks like one of the pubs in the Old City where I live in St. Augustine. They call downtown the Old City. And this looks just like a pub you would walk into down there. If you were to do a pub crawl, I guess elsewhere they call it bar hopping or whatever. Do a pub crawl, because they're more like the little pubs and stuff. Anyway, that card number 13 is laughter and fun. And that's what that is, laughter and fun. And so this is a depiction of my version of grown-up fun, going out on the town and just drinking, not getting sloshed. I don't mean like that, but yeah. Sometimes you get a little tipsy or whatever. I'm not advocating heavy drinking or, anything like that. But going on a pub crawl, dancing, there's music, laughter, and, you're with a group of people, friends, whatever. that type of thing. I also have a card for fun, but it's the more child version, like when you want to bring out your inner child, and it's a picture of a Ferris wheel and a carnival scene, because that's one of my thing is thrill rides. I love those and whatnot. So those are the last 3 cards. We're on the last 3 ones, and I wanted to put them together, and I put 3 tarot cards to match them, and I'll probably draw a couple of oracle cards at the end. So with all that being said, I don't know if I want to go into these first or just get into the reading. I think I just want to get into the reading and then see what little commentary I have. My apologies, my last video got a little cut off at the end. But anyway, so we're going to start this one now. I forgot to light my candle, my goodness. That is not like me. I don't like not having a candle. I might have to light that. Alrighty. Got my glasses. First card is Success. 6 of Wands. So this card, my card, is dancing. So your version of body movement and physicality, whether it be some form of exercise or just you just want to move your body around. Mine is dancing, like I said, my fave. And she looks a little bit belly dancer-ish. Pretty sure she is. Anyway, or it could be like a one of those festivals you go to. That'd be fun too. My feeling from this card, let me see. I'm just seeing like this is a fire sign, a fire card, sorry. Fire element card. I would say that like you're getting your systems all fired up, feeling, to me, that I'm hearing the word winning, like when you're physically embodying the energy that you love the most, whether it be dancing or martial arts or jogging or lifting weights, whatever it is, swimming, cross training or whatever it is, cross country training, hiking, biking, all that type of thing, rock climbing. It's like it helps you feel that you're embodying the energy of excitement and vitality. I mean, all this goes without saying. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. But it literally makes you feel happy and successful, like you're winning. I just keep hearing that word in my mind, winning. It just brings joy and exuberance right into your body. And it keeps your vibration up. Keeps your vibration up. That's what I think is probably the most important thing that Spirit would say to us about it right now. Now, when I was told about music, I was saying I was surprised. And I remembered, though, a few years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember. They were telling me, listen to this station. I used to listen to the radio all the time when I'm driving. And they would say, no, switch it. Because I would obviously listen to music for its lyrical content, for the way it sounded and the meaning of the song and all of that. And they said, no more. You're not listening to music that way anymore. I couldn't understand it. It was like, change the channel. And change it until you get the feeling that we're trying to give you. So I'm hitting the tuner button on the dashboard, and I'm going from one station to the next, and I hear one song, no, it doesn't feel right. Go to the next station, nope, doesn't feel right. And then I'd go to another one, and they would say, yes, there it is. And it would be music that I was not accustomed to listening to. And I kept hearing them say, it's not about, do not listen for its lyrical content right now. What you're listening for is frequency. What you're doing is bringing up your frequency. They didn't say vibration, they said frequency. And so I was literally, by sound waves, getting tuned myself to a higher vibrational frequency. And so it didn't, the words didn't matter. It was about the tempo and the beat and the rhythm and the pace of the song. It was uplifting. It wasn't necessarily the words that were uplifting as it was the tempo and the beat and the rhythm. And they said it was about frequency. I thought that was the most interesting thing. One of the most interesting things I've experienced. And ever since then, I do not listen to music the same way anymore. And there are a few songs that are like my favorites. I even have a playlist here on YouTube, and you can go check it out. Some of them, I don't listen to sad music anymore, like hardly at all. I listen to that frequency that resonates with me, that keeps me uplifted. So that might be food for thought for you to take into consideration. If you ever want to experiment with that, it was really cool. And I'm telling you, I feel continually different now. And I listen to music and meditation type stuff too when I need healing, when I feel like my energy is off, and it brings me back into alignment with myself and with feeling more uplifted and in a better mood. And I know songs do that in the old-fashioned way that I used to listen to, with the lyrics, and they have sentimental meaning. And I didn't necessarily keep that all out, but I'm telling you, I mean, like, we all have our happy songs that we love, and like one of my favorite songs is Moondance by Van Morrison, and which happened to have been written and broadcast the year I was born, actually. So it's like one of the songs that's been my most favorite my whole life. So we like have all of our favorites. And another favorite is All Souls Night by Lorena McKenna. That's like probably my all-time favorite song. So you have those, and they mean something to you. It's like they never get old. You never get tired of listening to it. So there's that, and that always puts you in a good mood. But this is different. It's like I listen to just whatever that keeps me up in that vibration. So if you want to try that, it's a really cool experience. So let's see what Spirit is saying about it. Two of Discs, fluctuation. I think that's exactly what I was just saying. It helps to keep you out of fluctuation. It helps keep you in balance. The vibrational quality and frequency of music literally resonates with your body and keeps you from fluctuating, going back and forth between a good mood and a bad mood. You know, good day, bad day. Well, I'll listen to my sad songs today. I'll listen to my happy songs, when I feel good. If you try this experiment, it actually helps keep your mood, your mood from fluctuating. It really does. Keeps you more in balance and in tune, and it literally resonates in your body. So try it for those reasons alone. Something that resonates in your body and you feel like you're getting charged up but not agitated. Or you get calmed and soothed, but you don't get depressed. In that sense. So laughter and fun, shifting gears over to laughter and fun. Again, with the vibration, laughter gets your dopamine levels up where they need to be so that you are vibrating at a higher frequency and moving your body to these things. Going out and having fun. You don't have to necessarily go out dancing, but going out and moving your body, exercising, all of these bring all of your energy up into higher dopamine levels, and they keep you happy. And that, like, even laughter, laugh coaches, yoga, laughter and stuff like that is really cool. And I think it keeps you, this card being the Five of Swords, which is called defeat. this is like when someone mentally has the upper hand. I think when you go out and you go out with your friends, your family, girlfriends, boyfriends, lovers, friends, whatever, that you're not in your head so much, and you stop thinking about things that are quarrelsome, things that get you perturbed mentally. It gets you, laughter and fun gets you in your body, and it gets you into feeling good, and it gets you out of your mind so that you don't have conflicting thoughts within yourself. You're not thinking about any of your anger. You're not thinking about any quarrels and fights. You're not thinking about what's wrong with the world. You are having fun, and you going out, it doesn't just raise your vibration, it raises the vibration of people around you after you go out and while you're out, while you're laughing and while you're having fun. And the 3 categories I mentioned in my last video, there were 3 categories that my guide told me. These 13 essential things in life go into these 3 categories. One is relationships, and that's not how he phrased it. Those are in my lessons that I give. But one category is relationships, one is your material needs, and one is I do everything I want. Like it's how you put your energy out into the world. And laughter and fun is it. It's the one that you just fill in the blanks. It's like, this is where you act on instinct and you act on inspiration. And when you do, you connect with spirit, and you get out of your head, and you stop thinking about your troubles. You stop thinking about people who are angry at you or people that you're angry with. You get out of those combative states of mind, and realize that laughter and fun really is crucial and critical in our lives to create peace of mind, to create fun and energy and vitality. So that's what I would say is the crux of all the energy of these cards. I'm going to pull a crystal reading card. I'm going to bring you back up here. This was a fast one. I think that's okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to pull a crystal reading card by, what's it by again? Michelle Sharman. Yeah. I forgot. So yeah, it's those 3. Probably didn't even realize it when I know I didn't realize that when I first was writing down these 13 things, that those 3, the physicality of moving your body, the vibration of music, and the vibration of getting your dopamine levels up by having laughter and fun. And these aren't, it's not like a recipe to follow. Make sure you add all these ingredients. These are very natural, organic things to do that we don't have to think too much about them. They're natural, instinctive things that you do, and that's kind of the whole point. That those are the things that are going to be the most healthful for you and create as much well-being as possible, are the things that come naturally to us, and getting into those instinctive feelings of laughing and, watching comedies and comedians, stand-up comics and stuff. If it isn't like too much anger and sarcasm or abusive language. I don't mean swearing. I mean, I swear, but I mean, like negativity, that's not exactly fun, but whatever's fun for you that makes you feel lighthearted, that doesn't like expound on your feelings of anger and whatnot. Like, that's fun to do sometimes too, is like you listen to someone just shit all over someone else's life, making fun of, politicians and other celebrities or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that can be fun. And sometimes it can be a little bit kind of, I don't know, like it creates more of that angry energy. But I meant like that can be uplifting at times too. But anyways, whatever works for you that makes you feel uplifted. Doesn't have to be all polyamory, Pollyanna. I said polyamory. Is that a Freudian slip? It doesn't have to be Pollyanna type humor. I'm not talking about keeping it clean. That's up to you. But it's more about uplifting, you know, feeling lighthearted, not getting in your anger, you know. But sometimes it is fun to vent, you know, and kind of listen to someone shit on somebody in a funny way. It's fun. But okay, so while I'm drawing this and not prattling on, what crystal card would go with all of these vibrational quality cards that keep us uplifted, up out of our egos, back in touch with our instincts, in our bodies, embodying the energy of vitality and life and fun? What card would speak to that? Okay, I'm going to drop it now. Let's see. It is courage. That seems kind of odd, doesn't it? Well, not to me. I'm kind of agoraphobic. I don't get out a lot, but when I do, I want to have fun. So it might be a new way of getting yourself out there, and I can totally relate to that. But maybe a lot of you probably are extroverts, and it's easy for you to go out, but maybe have the courage to try something new. Like that experiment with the music. You know, we get attached to our certain ways of having fun. And what's coming to me is that sometimes what it does is it kind of expounds the energetic vibration you're in. But if there's something you want to manifest or you want to just feel better, to have the courage to try something new, a different way of having fun, and it might make you realize, oh shit, I was at a more lower level of energy before, maybe even low-grade depression or something, until I tried this, and I didn't realize how down I was until I tried this new thing. And don't be afraid to go out there and move your body. I mean, even I do go out. It's just I like to have someone with me. I've just been that way my whole life. I don't know why. It could be childhood shit, or it could be just the way I'm wired. I don't know. Sometimes I go out by myself, sometimes not. But to, you know, oh God, that phrase just came in my mind. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So if your goal is one of those dreams you have, you want to go out and dance. Like me, I'm not shy about dancing. I'd be shy to do a solo, but I wouldn't be shy about performing in front of an audience with a group. I'm fine with talking to a bunch of people. I've talked to hundreds of people at church gatherings in the past, or I'm on YouTube, whatever. I mean, not that there's hundreds of people watching right now, but that doesn't bother me. But I guess we all have our levels of insecurities or anxieties or whatever. And whatever ones you need to overcome in order to have the courage to go out and move your body to raise your energy to a higher level of vibration, do it. Like, even though I'm shy to go out sometimes, I want to dance, and I felt funny about getting myself out there, you know. Oh, my body doesn't look perfect, you know, I'm older, you know, I'm not even in my, you know, I'm not my 20s anymore, 30s. I'm not even in my 40s anymore. I just turned 50 this year. And so I started dancing. I was 47, 48 years old. Belly dancing, that is. And because I had to. My body was not the way I wanted it to look, or it didn't look however I wanted it to look. I didn't care. It's like I had to. So whatever you feel compelled to do that way, have the courage to follow through, because it will pay off. It will be rewarding, and you'll feel more yourself. You'll discover new parts of yourself that you didn't even realize you had inside of you. You know, and to really embody your own joy that we don't allow ourselves to feel because, you know, routine gets in the way. Routine gets in the way, and you're kind of set on a certain emotional setting all the time, you know, in order to cope with the mundane shit of everyday life that you have to be strong to do. Like, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities, whether at your workplace, career, life path, you have a family at home, whatever it is, relationships, and or you're just a busy little bee, you know, and you have to keep your emotional dial set so that you can kind of ride those waves every day of taking care of business, you know. And it might take a little courage to kind of go off that beaten path and try something new, and you'll realize, jeepers, you know, my emotional setting was on this steady, and doing this brought it up, and I didn't even realize, you know, I thought I was happy, but it's like, wow, I can get even happier. This is awesome, you know. Or you might realize, oh shit, I think I was depressed because here I am feeling so great. I didn't realize kind of how maybe I was a little depressed. So it's good. Try and find out what works for you. Dabble and sample things and do that thing you've wanted to do your whole life. Don't worry about your age or your physical capabilities. I've seen belly dancers on video who are in wheelchairs. You know, we see that all the time. It doesn't matter if there are certain disabilities you can hopefully try to work around, even emotional disabilities, you know. It's like, I gotta work around it. I can't just, you know, hide myself away. I've got to get out there and do something and embody my dreams, my fantasies, you know, because it goes so much with my personality. Belly dance is so sensual and yummy and vivacious, and I just love it. It goes with my soul, and I want that to materialize in the physical world. You know, I don't want to just keep it a dream that never happened. And small scale for me, because, you know, it's an expensive pursuit in some ways. Some classes are cheaper than others, but you've got costumes and gigs and all these other financial things that go on, all the hidden costs of it, and it does put a little wear and tear on your body, but not a lot as much as you would think. But anyway, that was just my stuff. So take into consideration how much it would cost you to not do what you want to do. That would cost your emotions, and you won't know until you try. So I encourage you to do the best you can. If I can do it, I know you can. So I'm probably not telling you anything you didn't already know. I'm preaching to the choir here. But coming from an introverted person like myself, who has had like social anxiety type things my whole life, it's like, I gotta get out there and I gotta have fun. I know it's critical. It's one of those essential things. And if they hadn't told me that, I don't know that I would have been brave enough to just go out there and do it, you know. It is an essential thing to get the vibration raised up in your body. So I hope that was helpful. And let me see, what expression of self-love would this work on for us as a universal theme that would be essential for us to know right now? Because sure, that could be a more time-sensitive thing that I could say, but I'm going to go for a more universal theme about body movement, music, the vibration of sound, and laughter and fun. What form or expression of self-love is this? Bringing up for us as a universal, essential thing to be focused on right now. Okay. Let's see. And the card is sexual freedom. Well. So I guess all that physical vibrational activity will loosen things up. This is what I was talking about in my other video about my personal magic. This does, when you move your body and you incorporate the vibration of sound, you open up all of your channels and things fire up in your brain chemistry, in your body. I am no health expert whatsoever, but I'm just telling you, I can feel it free me up. You know, I can feel it in my body. And this, it really does. It keeps you sexually healthy. It keeps your sexual energy flowing from top to bottom, not just in your reproductive organs and your sex organs, you know, not just in the sexy parts, but inside as well. It frees up your thinking about your body image. You know, when you're out there moving your body, you're moving this body that you have thoughts and ideas and feelings about. It's like, just do it. Let it go. Let it go and just shake your ass, move your body, do whatever it is you're doing. And that moves the energy in your body. It keeps, because our bodies will physically hold the energy in certain areas, and you'll be surprised to find out how your emotions start to bubble up. I went to a yoga class once, and they were doing. I still am completely green at it, and it doesn't matter. It's like it called to my soul, and I went and I did it, and ended up a lot of times hurting me more than it did making me feel better. But like I said, because my hips are wonky, but the instructor was having us do these particular poses, and actually I think they were in our hips. So, and being an energy healer, I know that has a lot to do with our security, our root chakra, our sacral chakra, even the solar plexus one. So your sex drive, your sexuality, your creativity and emotions, and your soul, and your self-will, and your sense of self. All of those things were getting affected when I was doing these yoga poses. And I wasn't thinking anything of it. I would never have connected yoga with emotions, except for peace and calm and tranquility. But I did these poses, and at the end, where the instructor said just to lay there in this particular pose, and it was the last one, and I started crying. Like, out of nowhere. There wasn't sad music. She wasn't saying anything, you know, like guiding us into particular thoughts about healing any wounds or getting into any feelings at all. It was just the last pose, and we were finishing up. And because I had moved all those parts of my body and opening up my hips and whatnot, the poses that were being done, it released energetically the actual emotions that I physically carry in my body. I couldn't get over it. So I just thought that was crazy. So sexual energy, your life force energy, this reminds me of the tree of life, this shape here. And look at the lotus blossom that thrives in the mud. And that's actually the name of the belly dance place where I took my lessons, was Blue Lotus. Blue, but this one's pink. Anyway, it goes along all those same themes. I think this is a great card energetically to go with the rest of what was going on. The physical. Oh, look at this on the bottom. The silver waterfall. This is about clearing out your energy. Water being the emotions. But the physical movement really does. It clears your energy, and then it gets your energy going. Your sexual energy going. Oh, it doesn't mean like you're going to take a class and you're going to get all amorous. Well, not necessarily right there. Well, you could, but it's not necessarily that's the point of it in the immediate sense, but it's more to get, and it's not just generalized either. But what I'm saying is overall, it really gets your sexual energy flowing the way it should, and moves the energy that's trapped in particular areas of your body to start flowing again so that you feel whole and complete and you feel more vital and alive. All of that. And the sound thing, music being sound, and that was what I had mentioned in another video that my guide said, that our 7 senses are, you know, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and our 6th sense of intuition, and our 7th sense are our emotions. But how he described our 7 senses, when he got to hearing, that meant comprehension, pointed to the brain. But when he said sound is a sense, sound, vibration is one of our senses. And then I realized, oh my God, we make sound with our voice, with our bodies, you know, clapping or stomping or whatever, but we are capable of creating sound. And sound is capable of coming inside of us. You can feel it resonate inside your physical body. That has an effect on you, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, you know, emotionally. It's very important. So the higher the vibration of the sound and the resonance, the more happy it will make you feel. Like whatever hits that sweet spot for you where you feel elevated, go for that. And the laughter and fun, laughter, the dopamines releasing in your the brain chemistry. It's like, it's all that to me is sexual energy. It isn't just about sex. It's about life force energy flowing, but it is sexual energy. It's all sexual. It is. It's all the same. It's the procreative energy source from that spirit is. That spirit is creator, creatrix. It's creative energy. It doesn't have to be compartmentalized. Doesn't have to be sanitized. You can call it what it is. It's sexual. It doesn't always mean it's all about your junk and getting laid or whatever, or about the orgasm. But when you think about it, breathing, expansion and contraction in your body, that builds up your muscles, expansion and contraction in breathing, the expansion and contraction of the universe, it is orgasmic. It's one big orgasm. It is. You just don't feel it the same way in certain parts of your body, but it most certainly is. It's a vibration. And it creates pressure and expansion and contraction all the time, ongoing, eternally. That's what sexual energy is, and you happen to carry it in your body. It isn't localized to, you know, your penis or your vagina. It isn't. It isn't localized, you know, only. It's life-giving, you know, and make friends with it, resonate with it, you know, listen to sexy music and dance, you know, or sensual things that make you laugh, and get you more in touch with your body and enjoy the movement, enjoy the sexy yumminess of your own body and of your lover's body, and, you know, whoever your significant others are, and get into the music, get into the sound of it, sing along with it, make your own sound resonate with the sound and vibration, and get out there and laugh, or make yourself laugh at yourself. So it does make a difference. It really, really does. So I hope that helped. I hope it gave you just some food for thought, really, you know, and I hope it really points you in the right direction to look at things, new things, and experiment and have fun. All right, well, thank you for being with me for this video, and I will be in touch with you soon. And that completes the 13 cards. So now I'm going to start using them in readings on their own and with other tarot cards, and do some romantic readings, some romantic love readings, and also possibly getting into, sometimes I like to do the moon videos. Those are more time sensitive, but sometimes the energy of the full and new moons carry on. Anyways, this is just a little post reading, little info of what's coming up, this being the last of the 13 cards. So I'm going to do some moon readings and possibly some horoscope. I'm not an astrologer, but I might get into the signs. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still sitting with it and seeing if that's what I want to do. So, but either way, I will be back very soon. And thank you for being with me on this part of the journey. And I will talk to you soon. From my soul to yours, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.